1918. The First World War raged across Europe. Above the battlefield, Lieutenant James Mercer flew a reconnaissance mission deep behind enemy lines. His orders were simple: gather intelligence and return home. But war had other plans. A burst of enemy gunfire tore through his biplane. "Come on, stay with me." The damaged engine coughed and died. Mercer fought the controls as the aircraft spiraled toward an endless jungle below. Mercer awoke hanging from his seatbelt in the wreckage. Blood trickled down his forehead, but he was alive. After freeing himself, he searched the remains of the plane. He found a revolver, a knife, a canteen, and 2 emergency flares. The jungle stretched in every direction. There was no sign of rescue, only trees and silence. That was the first thing he noticed. No birds, no insects, no animal sounds, nothing. Strange. Hours later, Mercer discovered enormous footprints in the mud. They looked human, but each print was nearly twice the size of his boot. A chill ran through him. As evening approached, he built a small fire beside a rocky outcrop. Darkness quickly swallowed the jungle. Then came the sound. Mercer grabbed his revolver. "Who's there?" No answer. A minute later, he heard another sound. Footsteps, slowly circling his camp, always staying beyond the firelight. Mercer stood and aimed into the darkness. The footsteps stopped. Then Mercer heard a voice, his own voice.
"Who's there?"
A dry, clicking laugh echoed through the trees. Mercer didn't sleep that night. At dawn, he continued deeper into the jungle. The feeling of being watched never left him. By afternoon, he reached a river. There, on the opposite bank, he finally saw it. A towering figure stood among the trees, at least 9 feet tall. Its body was skeletal and thin. Gray skin stretched over protruding bones. Massive antlers rose from its skull. Its glowing eyes never blinked. The creature simply stared. Then it smiled.
"Stay back!"
The bullet struck. The creature didn't move. Instead, it stepped forward. Mercer ran. Branches whipped against his face as he sprinted through the jungle. Behind him came heavy footsteps, closer every second. Then he heard a familiar voice, a voice he knew better than his own. His wife.
"James, help me."
Mercer froze. For a moment, he almost turned around. Then the voice changed. Now it sounded like his young daughter.
"Daddy, please."
Mercer started to descend down a steep hill. As he reached the bottom, he looked up hesitantly and slowly. But there was no sign of the creature. As night fell, Mercer stumbled upon ancient stone ruins hidden beneath thick vines. At the center stood a crumbling altar. Beside it lay a skeleton clutching a weathered journal. Mercer opened it. The final pages described a creature called a Wendigo, a spirit of endless hunger, a predator that mimicked voices to lure its prey. One passage had been underlined repeatedly: "Fire is the only thing it fears." Mercer looked at the 2 emergency flares in his pocket. His only chance. The Wendigo emerged from the darkness, its glowing eyes fixed on Mercer. Slowly it approached, confident, patient, certain it had won.
"Come home, James."
The creature smiled wider, then charged. Mercer struck a flare. Brilliant red light illuminated the ruins. The Wendigo screamed. Smoke rose from its skin. Mercer lit the second flare and waited. The creature lunged. At the last second, Mercer threw both flares directly into its chest. Flames exploded across the monster's body. Its scream echoed through the jungle. The Wendigo staggered backward, burning, shrieking. Then it collapsed into a pile of ash. Silence returned. For the first time since the crash, the jungle felt alive again. Birds began singing in the distance. The nightmare was over, or so Mercer believed. 3 weeks later, Mercer lay in a hospital bed aboard a ship bound for England. Near midnight, he awoke to a familiar sound. His eyes opened. A dark figure stood in the corner of the room. 2 glowing orange eyes stared back at him. Then came a whisper.
"James, I'm hungry."